Not gonna lie. Struggling a lot today. Hello, my name is Lindsay. Thank you so much for stopping by on my video today. Today we are going to be doing a full face of drugstore products. I went to Walmart. I really love shopping for beauty products at Walmart. Everything is just really inexpensive and they have a wide variety of items. My Walmart, I live in Ohio by the way, and my Walmart just does not get stuff as quick as say out in California or out west or anything like that. So it takes a little bit to get stuff to me. So I normally have to buy everything online. And there are a couple items that have been out for a while and I decided, okay, I've heard enough about these things. I need to test it out for myself. One of those things is the hydrating version of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Everybody raves about this, whether they have dry, oily, everybody raves about this. So I had to test it out. As I'm getting older, I'm 29 years old, as I'm getting older, my under eye area has become a lot drier, and because of like the acne system that I'm on, my skin has become a lot more dry, and it being winter time, you know, obviously everything is a lot more dry. So I wanted to test this out. I feel like my under eye area is looking a little crepey, so I wanted to go with something that's more hydrating. So I'll be testing this out today. I also picked up, which I already did a review on, these are the new Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes. I got a different version of this larger one, which I believe is $5, and I hadn't seen in store in person the smaller 5-pan eyeshadow palettes. So this one just really stood out to me. It's beautiful in purple, so I'm gonna use this today. I wore a purple sweater to go with it, and I just really wanted to test this one out. I think some of these browns are really interesting, so I wanted to test this out as well. Even though I've already tried these eyeshadow palettes, I wanted to try these color variations. I also picked up a lighter version of the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I've already tested this out as well. I needed a lighter version because I think the one that I got was a little bit too dark. So there's that. But this is not the foundation that I'm going to be testing today. If you haven't seen the video on this, definitely check that out. But I thought I'd mention this since I picked it up at Walmart in the haul. But the foundation, which I have seen in stores as well, is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe Foundation and Concealer. I got mine in the shade Fair, so I'm going to be using this as my foundation today, along with some other drugstore goodies. I'm also going to be testing out the Essence My Skin Perfector Tinted Primer. I don't have a drugstore primer, and Essence sent this over to me along with their foundation, which I will be doing a wear test and foundation review on, so be on the lookout. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss that video. I always upload foundation videos at least once or twice a week. I've been asking you guys on social media what days you want me to film on, and the overall consensus, the answer that you guys said is Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully this schedule will work for everyone and you all can stop by and watch my videos. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any content from me, Lindsay. Alright, let's get started. Like I said, my skin has become a lot more dry since getting older and just being on, I am on Curology. That's not necessarily the thing that is helping clear my skin. It is one of the items that helps in my skincare routine, but it's not like, I wouldn't say, oh, Curology is curing my skin at all. So, but I did up my formula with my provider and I've noticed it's a lot more drying. So I need more hydrating products. I always start out with my eyes, and I use always, no matter what, the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is a drugstore primer and I really like this. I was always using either Urban Decay or Too Faced, and I feel like this one works just as well, and I feel like it stays on my eyes, you know, pretty good. Helps me with the longevity of my eyeshadow. There are a lot of drugstore items that I use on a daily basis anyway. I feel like the drugstore is really stepping it up and giving us great products to use. Oh, I also am going to be using the Real Techniques sponge. This is a coral one that they came out with, and I feel like this one is stiffer than their normal sponges, so I'm not sure what that's about. I just really liked the color. My boyfriend always teases me. He's like, you have so many sponges, you don't need it just because it's a different color. And I'm like, yes, I do. Let me know, like this video, if you're the same way. I love just the different color of sponges. I've noticed like my eyelids and everything are a lot drier. Even though I always use eye cream twice a day, I use it morning and night. All I have on my skin right now is moisturizer. I just feel like my skin is so dry. Is that what getting old feels like? I guess so. Hello. I went ahead and did one eye off of camera, just something really, really simple. I went ahead and used both palettes, but I only used the dark brown in this palette just because there wasn't a dark enough shade that was matte. This dark shade is shimmery, so I just wanted like a dark matte color, so you can use whatever you like. Like I said, I primed with the Milani eyeshadow primer, and I have the e.l.f. Concealer on as my base. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this like taupey gray color, and that is going to go in my crease. I'm using a Sigma E40, which is a really great blending brush. You can use whatever you like. And I'm not sure if it's the concealer or the eyeshadow, but I just feel like it's making my skin look really crepey and dry. So I don't know if it's the concealer, because I didn't set it, I just let it dry. So I don't know if it's just the combination of the eyeshadow with that concealer specifically, but I just feel like my eyes look really crepey. Next, I'm taking the dark brown from this palette here, and I'm going in with a Morphe brush, which you can get at Ulta, but this one is a JS12, so the collaboration with Jeffree Star. So I'm just picking that up here, and I'm creating a mock wing with this shade. So I'm kind of starting here and then just going up. I end up cleaning it up with eye makeup remover, so if it looks a little messy, that's all right. But mainly just creating that edge there, like so. And I'm going to go in with a flat brush and back in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I'm just going to create a base for the shimmery shades that I'm going to put on my eyelid. So I just dip into the concealer like so. I do a trick where I look up and then it creates a line for you. I'm going to go in with this light white shade, which wasn't as pigmented as I was expecting to be. It's like really chunky. I couldn't pick it up with a brush at all. But I'm going to put that in the inner corner. Like, it's a very chunky eyeshadow. Then I'm going in with this darker shade. Then I'm going to go with this in the middle of my eyelid. So there's that one. So this is going to go on the outside near the brown. And then that pastel purple, which is super pretty, that's gonna go on the center of my eyelid. So there we have it. I went in with the lightest shade, and I just went under my brow bone. You see, it just doesn't get picked up by the brush very well. I'm just gonna go under the brow bone. And then I'm going to go in with a Q-tip and just some micellar water, and I'm going to clean up this edge and any fallout. There's a lot of fallout from that brown. And there we have it. Just super simple, super easy, nothing too complicated at all. Time for the face. I'm excited to try out this primer. This one is in the shade light beige, so hopefully this matches me okay. So it's a tinted primer, instant blur effect, and a natural matte finish. Ooh, it definitely feels moussey. Oh, it's got that like silicone-y feeling to it for sure. I'm breaking out a lot of my forehead, which I normally don't do, so I don't know why. Oh yeah, this definitely has a silicone feeling. I'm not noticing it giving me any coverage at all. Yeah, I don't see any coverage. I can't tell if it has a fragrance or not, but yeah, that definitely feels just really smoothing. Oh, now that it's like settled into my skin, it doesn't feel as silicone-y. I have a mirror right here, so that's what I'm looking at. But yeah, that feels really interesting. Let's go in with the foundation. I got this in the shade Fair, like I said, and I got mine on Ulta online, but I did see it at my Walmart in store. You guys know how I like to do it. I'm gonna go one side with my sponge and the other side with a brush. All right. Oh, well, that's way more coverage than I was expecting. It is heavily scented. Oh my gosh. The Physicians Formula stuff smells super good though. This might be too pale. I was not expecting this to have so much coverage. Oh, I'm shocked. That is so much coverage. I'm going in with like the tiniest little bit for my forehead. There you have it. It's not doing the best job of covering the acne on my forehead, if you can see that. Yeah, my forehead just looks gnarly and I don't know why. It's been looking so bad lately. I am super impressed. I did not expect this to have such like good coverage. I'm gonna go in with the Sigma F80 on the other side. I'm just gonna do one pump on the brush here. Off the bat, it seems a little bit more streaky with the brush. No, I'm like dabbing. I feel like I got more coverage with the brush though. Here we go with the brush. I feel like I got a little bit more coverage with the brush on that side. Not sure if it's the primer underneath, but I feel like it's not setting very well. Maybe it's probably the primer or just the foundation in general. But I do have, if you can see, some dryness on my nose. And it is clinging to the dryness, but I'm not noticing it emphasizing pores. It's just emphasizing like the dryness that I have around my nose for sure. Let's go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm just beyond excited to try this. The applicator on this is huge. And this one is in the shade Fair Beige. Looks a little bit darker than the foundation. But everyone and their mama talks about this concealer, so I was like, okay, I have to try it. Still like emphasizing the lines under my eyes. I just don't know what problem is with under my eyes lately. I've never had that problem, and then all of a sudden, like I said, as soon as I turn 29, I feel like I'm just getting so crusty and old. It's just not fun getting old. Under my eyes, I'm going to be using the Hard Candy Translucent Powder. I really like this powder. The container is very messy, so be super careful. It's just really messy. It's a super, super fine powder. And I'm going to go in with the sponge here. I'm going to be going in with my favorite powder, which... So apparently the new powder that's supposed to be better than this one is the L'Oreal Infallible, but I have not been able to find that. It's sold out everywhere. This is the Maybelline SuperStay. I'm going in with the color 102. So we'll see if that works out for me. I normally use the shade 120 Classic Ivory. Let's see if this one's too... Oh yeah, this looks like a little too fair right now. I'll just set around the center of my face. Yeah, this is too light. I'll be going in with 120. I definitely still see the darkness under my eyes. Definitely still seeing that. So I'm gonna have to play around with that e.l.f. concealer just to see how I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and take that dark brown and I'm just gonna connect the line from the wing, and there we go. I really like the Wet n Wild Brow Obsessive brow gel, And my favorite eyebrow pencil is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows really quick. Eyebrows are done. My favorite liquid eyeliner is the Milani liquid eyeliner. This is in the shade Waterproof Matte Black. I'm not going to do an eyeliner on my eyes right now, but I just wanted to let you know I love this eyeliner. It's always linked down below as well. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and apply mascara. I've really been enjoying the L'Oreal Air Volume Waterproof Mascara. I have tried the Maybelline Sky High Mascara, but I haven't been able to find the waterproof version of this, and this just doesn't do well on my straight lashes, where this one holds the curl. And there you go. It just gives a nice lift. Ooh, ooh. To the eyelashes. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with bronzer. My favorite bronzer is the Milani Silky Matte Sun-Kissed Bronzer. This is in the shade number 2. I absolutely love this bronzer no matter what. Like, I really like this bronzer. So I'm going to be going in and using a Sigma contour. This is an F.53 brush. Add some color back into my pale face. Like, it's not too orange, but it's not too cool. I just really like this bronzer, and it's pigmented, easy to blend. And I've repurchased this before. I just really like this bronzer. It's definitely a go-to. My boyfriend got me a blush palette. Oh, another good one is the Essence Contour. This is really good as well. Love that one. My boyfriend got me the Revolution Roxy palette, so you can get this at Ulta as well. The Essence blushes are really good too, but the color of the Essence blush I don't think is going to go well with this look. So I really am enjoying this blush and this blush, so I'm going to do like a combination. Actually, I think I'll just do that one. There. That was a little too warm for this look. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more purpley and cool toned, but it wasn't. Because my face is so round, I like bringing the blush up a little bit higher. Just gonna blend this out here. Oh, and I've been putting blush on my nose just to give me a little bit more color. The ColourPop highlighters are really good for drugstore. I'm going to use, oh, the Wet n Wild ones are really good. Yeah, I'm going to go in, see, I have this Wet n Wild highlighter. I have a Catrice highlighter. I got this one in Germany, so I don't know if you can get this in the US. I would assume you can, but this one is really, really good. This one is in the shade Light Infusion. So I'm just going to pick that up here. Yeah, look at that. Like, this one is so good. And then I'll go in on this side with the Wet n Wild Gold Bar in Platinum. Just like a goldy, do I have highlighter on here from, can you see the difference a little bit? Then I'll just go in with a mixture of both, since the Wet n Wild one isn't as pigmented as the Catrice one, but just down the nose, diffused. Oh, Physicians Formula has good highlighters as well. They smell good. I'm gonna go with a little bit of that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear too much highlighter. Wet n Wild, like I said, also has some regular highlighters here. This one I have is in the style Halo Effect. This one came out with, I don't know if this was like Halloween time or something. That one's really pigmented. There's so many drugstore highlighters that are really good. And now I have a lot of highlight on my face. I'm just going with my foundation brush. Just kind of dull that down a little bit. Amazon has some really good false eyelashes. Ardell has some really good false eyelashes. What eyelashes am I gonna use today? I have these. These are Ardell Naked Lashes. I haven't used these yet, so I think I'm gonna pop these on. Yeah, they're just in this style. It just says Naked Lashes. So I'm gonna pop these on. Oh, it has an invisible band too. So I'm gonna pop these on and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with bronzer. My favorite bronzer is the Milani Silky Matte Sun-Kissed Bronzer. This is in the shade number 2. I absolutely love this bronzer no matter what. Like, I really like this bronzer. So I'm gonna be going in and using a Sigma contour. This is an F.53 brush. Another good one is the Essence Contour. This is really good as well. Love that one. My boyfriend got me the Revolution Roxy palette, so you can get this at Ulta as well. The Essence blushes are really good too, but the color of the Essence blush I don't think is gonna go well with this look. So I really am enjoying this blush and this blush, so I'm gonna do like a combination. Actually, I think I'll just do that one there. That was a little too warm for this look. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more purpley and cool toned, but the ColourPop highlighters are really good for drugstore. I'm going to use, the Wet n Wild ones are really good. Yeah, I'm going to go in, see, I have this Wet n Wild highlighter. I have a Catrice highlighter. I got this one in Germany, so I don't know if you can get this in the US. I would assume you can, but this one is really, really good. This one is in the shade Light Infusion. So I'm just gonna pick that up here. Yeah, look at that. And then I'll go in on this side with the Wet n Wild Gold Bar in Platinum. Just like a goldy, do I have highlighter on here from, can you see the difference? Amazon has some really good false eyelashes. Ardell has some really good false eyelashes. What eyelashes am I gonna use today? I have these. These are Ardell Naked Lashes. I haven't used these yet, so I think I'm gonna pop these on. Yeah, they're just in this style. It just says Naked Lashes. Here are the eyelashes. They were not joking when they said invisible lash band. Like, the lash band is so thin. I even tore off, like when I was taking it off, I was being so gentle, like a tiny piece of the eyelash came off. Like, the lash band is literally non-existent. These are just super natural looking, and on my lips I have the L'Oreal lip color in the shade Explore. I don't remember what this was, but it's almost like a lip. It's really, really thin, super comfortable. Like I said, this one is in the color Explore, and that's kind of what I ended up putting on my lips and everything. I think I'm going to do a wear test to see how all of this wears. I am going to spray it. My favorite drugstore setting spray is the Catrice HD Active Performance Freezing Spray. Everything looks really, really good. It is just settling into the lines on my forehead and is just emphasizing some of the dryness around my nose, but otherwise everything looks really good. This shade is just a tad bit too pale for me, but what can you do when you order foundations on line. It's pretty late in the day. It's 4:17 right now. Oh, that is late. Just having a rough start to the day. Just been feeling really down about YouTube and just the amount of work I'm putting in but not getting the return. I just don't feel relevant anymore, so that's just been really discouraging and just been really difficult. I know I've been meaning to talk about like my mental health and stuff. It's just been kind of hard whether to open up about that or not. As you guys can see, I'm still putting things away because I just can't look at you guys in the face. It's just kind of hard to know whether to open up to you guys about kind of what I'm dealing with, and yeah, it's a hard thing to know what to do, and especially you guys keep asking me about my skincare routine. That's been really difficult because the acne that I'm dealing with is hormonal and medication related. I had an adverse reaction to a hormone which caused my acne, so it's a hormone that's causing my acne. So the stuff that I'm taking and doing for my skin isn't going to help everyone, which is kind of hard. Plus, not everyone can just take medication. I'm not on Accutane or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether to talk about it or not. I know you guys keep asking me like, what are you doing for your skin? How's your skin looking so clear? It's just, I don't know what to, it's just a hard thing. I don't know. I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place. It's just kind of difficult to know what to do. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. But anyway, so I'm gonna wear this as long as I can today. And like I said, I will be wearing a mask, so that's obviously gonna ruin how the foundation ends up turning out in the end. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello! The time is now 9:40, so I've had this foundation on for a little over 5 hours. Let's see what it looks like in a mirror. Wow. That looks really, really good. It just looks, it's settling into a lot of the lines, as you can see. It just looks really dry. I did wear a mask for a couple of hours, so that's probably why the foundation was removed around my chin. But let's see. Oh yeah, if I go like this, it comes off. So if I kind of blend like that, definitely comes off. And I do have lines, as you can see from my mask here, but otherwise the foundation looks really, really good on my forehead. So but again, just settling into the fine lines and just emphasizing some of the bumps on my forehead. But again, I don't have perfect skin. I'm breaking out a lot on my forehead for some reason, but everything looks really, really good. This foundation really surprised me with the amount of coverage it gave me. Again, I'm not sure if it was the tinted primer that I used, the Essence primer. I'm definitely going to play around with this more. It's definitely an interesting foundation, and this is a matte finish foundation, so that could have affected the foundation a little bit, but overall I think this is really, really nice. I'm gonna have to test this again without the primer just to see how it wears on my skin. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @ShwayNinzi. I've just been struggling to know what to post on there. Oh yeah, pardon the tape. Leo has chewed the wires, so I'll tape an end where he chewed, and then he'll, like, the lights used to come all the way down. He's just continually chewed. I catch him no matter what. I always catch him doing this. That's why it's like taped up and it looks really tacky. I need to get new lights. But yeah, oh yeah, the foundation is like totally messing around my mouth and stuff, but otherwise everything still looks really good. Yeah, so let me know what you guys want to see from me. Again, just feeling really discouraged and not sure what to upload. I just haven't had the best day today. I hope you don't mind. You can probably tell I'm not as cheery as I normally am. But yeah, follow me on Instagram at ShwayNinzi if you want to. Don't forget to subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.